haunted hotel. Let's play. It was a dark and stormy night when I was driving down a dark and windy road, unaware of the ill-fated adventure that was awaiting me. It began in the form of a blinding flash of light that assaulted my senses and sent me veering off the road and into the road sign. Stunned, I crawled from my car with my heart racing in my ears and squinted in the dark to try to read the sign that I had ploughed into. It said, Hotel, 1 mile, and off in the distance behind it I could see the hotel's warm and inviting glow. The journey to reach it was short, but by the time I stood in the doorway I was dripping like a soaked dog and feeling much the same. The hotel was very 50s in its design, but at the same time it looked clean and new in an eerie way. Shrugging it off, I realised that no one was around. The porter or clerk I had hoped would assist me were nowhere to be seen. In fact, no one was around at all. Hey, is anybody here? I called out as I peered round a corner, hoping to see a head poke out from the back room, but no one answered, and a bit of a loss, I decided to check out the elevator and check the next floor up. Once the elevator stopped moving and opened its doors, I strolled down the hall and read the numbers on each door. As I passed room 2018, I was stopped short by the sound of a woman's scream. I pressed my ear against the door and tried to listen to the sounds inside, but there was nothing but silence. I pulled the door handle and discovered that it was locked tight and against any jiggle or twist. Concerned, I threw caution to the wind and kicked the door in to reveal the most bizarre room that I'd ever seen. There was a lantern on the desk with its power turned all the way up, but that couldn't explain the amazing volume of light filling the room. It wasn't until my eyes had adjusted to the lighting that I could see that everything around me was covered in snow. Frost climbed the walls like ivy, and a fresh down of snow covered the floor and furniture. My first thought was that it had been some kind of special effect. My second thought was that it was time for me to leave quickly. I was going to do just that, but a painting hanging on the wall caught my eye and paralysed me where I stood. It was a picture of a frozen sea, and something about it made the hairs on the back of my neck stand on end with fright. This feeling grew worse when, at that very moment, snow began to fall inside the room. The shock of the whole scene was overwhelming, and would have kept me paralysed if it hadn't been for a burst of courage from within that overcame my fear and set me into a dead run out the door. I'm back in the elevator. I pressed the button to return to the ground floor, expecting a welcome party of show's producers and hotel staff to be waiting there. Winter. This clock counts the time left to finish the level. Okay. Right. Indicates total number of items. Okay. Did I paused? Unpaused? How do I unpause? Ah, right. So we've got to find, the list is here. Scar, Final Record, Santa Leaf, Film Reel and Warning. I'm wondering if there's going to be more once we, there's a Santa. Oh, I've got to find Santa itself. There you go. Final Record, Scarf. Warning, this one? No, that one. Leaf and a film reel. There's leaves on all the trees. Is that a leaf? Yeah. Didn't have to find them all. Fix the elevator to get to the next level. Play minigame. When the fuse panel is charged, the go button will... What's this? Oh, okay. So you can play a minigame. These at the bottom. We go this way. Catch as many energy balls as you can before the time runs out. Oh. Well, they're a bit fast. Well, I didn't get many. Right. I think we had to get 11. Oh, so that's charged this. So we can go in the lift now. Oh, we're going down, look. When the elevator doors opened, I bolted into the corridor and stopped abruptly as I viewed the space around me. I wasn't on the ground floor. The elevator let me out somewhere totally different. Before I could get back inside, the elevator doors sealed and I wouldn't open again, no matter what I did to the buttons. So after a while I had to give up and try to get my bearings and find another way out. All of the door numbers here started with the number 3. So it seemed like I was on the 3rd floor. Even though it didn't make any sense, I was positive that I felt the elevator was going down. The door to room 3027 was unlocked. So I pushed the door open and slowly crept inside, unsure of what to expect after that first room. There was the same furniture and arrangements in this room as there had been in the winter room, and even the same machinery and crates. Thankfully, this room was a lot livelier, in that it looked as though the plants placed around it had been brought in from a meadow that afternoon. As I looked around, the room began to brighten as if it was a spring day, the very air coming alive with bees and seeds drifting in on a gentle breeze. A breeze? Where was that coming from? Surely it was from a fan. Somewhere in this room I had dedicated myself trying to find this mystery fan when I discovered something else, a red cross painted on the wall. My attention was fixed on it, observing the hastily drawn nature that was evident in the 2 quick strokes that had made it. There was also another painting here, this time of a blooming and orchid in the midday sun, and when I looked closer I could see that the budding branches were growing up and out of the frame. Suddenly I spotted something staring at me from the end of the hall with small glinting eyes. It took me a moment to realise it, but it was a cat. I crept towards it slowly to keep from scaring it away, but it seemed that just by moving towards I prompted it to run off into another room. Desperate for the company of another living soul, I ran after the cat without thinking of where it could have been leading me. The room that the cat had run into was different from the previous 2 rooms that I had been in. It had twin beds set side by side with a small nightstand between them. Where was the cat? I didn't see it run out, so it had to be there somewhere, but too well hidden for the likes of me. Turning my search to the halls, I walked all the way up the corridor and back to the elevator I had started from. Out of futility, I tried pressing the call button, and to my amazement it worked. It rumbled back up to me and the door sprang open, allowing me to get in and press the button for the ground floor again. It couldn't take me to the same floor twice, I was sure. As it transported me to my next destination, I replayed the events in my mind, wondering about the hotel's lack of staff and guests, and the oddities of the spring and winter rooms. What was going on? My thoughts didn't get very far before they were interrupted by the elevator's bell announcing that it had arrived wherever it intended to abandon me next. Can I pick these up? No. Spring bridle. Okay. Spring. Egg, lemon, tyre pump, teddy bear lantern and video camera. Got a teddy bear. What is that noise? Tyre pump, lemon, egg. That's not me. Video camera, lantern and tyre pump. Video camera and tyre pump. Video camera. Is it not up there? It's like one that's look at it up there, it's sideways. Look. So where did we go? We went into spring, didn't we? We're going bridal now. 4 stars, manuscript, floor lamp, teapot, bow tie and violin. Right. Oh, bow tie. 4 stars. So they must be grouped together. Bow tie. Teapot. Floor lamp. We've got another game. Capture the letters to spell the secret word. Catch the letters to spell this code word. What? Help. When a letter is captured, it gets dark. Okay. I've got 2 now. Yeah, got them all. Okay. This way? Oh, we've got to get some more of those energy thingies. They aim to where they mostly collect rather than chase them. Right, now we can go this way. Where are we going? Number 3. The elevator doors opened to reveal a man standing on the other side. He was dressed in black with a large gold cross hanging around his neck. My first thought was that he was a priest, but after the events in the other rooms I suspected that he was an actor. He didn't seem at all surprised to see me standing there, though I was certainly surprised to see him. "Hello," he said calmly, staring directly into my eyes. "Where am I?" I asked, too amazed to think of anything else to say. "Are you looking for your room?" he asked. as though he was completely ignoring my question. Yes, I suppose, I said, though I still wanted to leave. Shall we go? He asked. I'll take you to your room. Well, that was a pleasant turn of events. The priest didn't seem at all like a monster, so maybe I had just gotten a little lost. My mood was so improved in his company that by the time we had reached what was to be my room, I had gathered the courage to ask him about the rooms. However, before I could say a thing, he cut me off and said, "You should stay in your room to avoid any accidents." Accidents? I didn't like the sound of that. What exactly do you mean? I asked warily, and observed that the stranger's face became very serious as he answered, "Time beyond eternity. Time comes. Eternity remains. I beg you, stay in your room." He warned me again and added, "Besides, it's just for the night. Stay in your room." Something very strange was happening there that was giving me a distinct impression that this priest was trying not to frighten me before he left me to explore my room. It was very different from all the others in that there was a drum surrounded by candles in the centre that looked as if it had been made with an animal hide drawn tightly over it. The whole setup made me think of a shaman. A persistent glimmer around the room brought my attention to the fact that knives were strewn all over the place, while all around me the penetrating eyes of mounted animals stared me down like they were waiting to attack. Slowly I backed away towards the door, held by the fear that if I turned my back on those creatures it would be for the last time. I must have been losing my mind. As I made my slow escape, things only got crazier when I was suddenly rocked back by a powerful gust of wind, even though the window was closed. Finally, having more of this adventure than I could handle, I lost my wits and slammed myself into the door a few times before I remembered that the door opened inwards. Tearing it open, I bolted into the hall with the unnatural gal slamming the door behind me, but I still wasn't alone. Though the door was shut, the wind seemed to pass through it and follow me out. It was as cold as the Arctic gal, raising goosebumps all the way up my arms as it harassed me. It was getting colder by the moment. Let's do this one. Combo lock, snake, moon, ashtray, star, wrench, tea kettle, elephant. Oh, it's so pale. What are we looking for? Tortoise? No. Snake, moon, star, wrench, tea kettle. Yep. Combo lock. Yep. Snake and moon. Ooh. Found the elephant. Snake, star. Star. What's that, a moon? What's that? Oh, that was a snake. Oh, okay. Ashtray? Is that it? Yeah. There it is. Right, go into the artist room now. Lemon dice, band-aid, keyhole coins, binoculars, violin, and slippers. violin keyhole and a band-aid. Oh, okay. Oh, we can play another puzzle. Place all the puzzle pieces on the faded out board to complete the image. Click the pieces to select. Yep. Right click or use your mouse to rotate. Oh. You can move your mouse over the arrows at the top and bottom. Right, okay. So I can turn that around like that. Right. Now that's a candle up there. Look. Thank you. There. There. Nope, tried that one already. That's the cat. Thank you. Right, it's your head. What's this one? Oh, that just could be anything. Looks like a background. Put you up there. Take this one. Nice. Take this one, turn that, see if that fits there. What about this one? No. There. Here. Try this one. No, don't go there. I'll try this one. Try this one. That's got that one there. So there's another cat. There's another cat here, look. Is that another cat? Yeah. You're over there. There. Oh. Saw that bit. Okay. It's got two straight edges, so I'm going to put you over there. That's a centerpiece. It's got one flat edge on the bottom. On the top. Oh, I thought I finished the top. That's got a flat piece. Let's try down here. That's got a flat piece. Flat piece. Centerpiece. can go. No? Oh, we can do this one. Watch the sequence as it plays, then replay the sequence in order. Oh, thought it was going to get really complicated, and it didn't.